level at that point because it was a mere proposal.
Okay.
And by the way our union functions, when you make a proposal to representatives negotiating on behalf of the union with the federal government, they must take it back to Congresses for Congresses to evaluate and determine what the next course of action should be. So it was mischievous by any means for whosoever and that put out that information that there were conclusions. But prior to that, you will recall also that the Honorable Minister of Labor and Employment had said earlier by the end of September that once the independence holiday was over, that there would be a conclusion. At that time, there was this simmering of expectation of this NSAS. And I think government was simply doing what, putting out that information to hoodwink Nigerians as a smoke screen to make Nigerians believe that government was serious. Because since after the event of 20th of October, government has since become lethargic with its offer. And what happens now is government is just trying to run down the clock to ensure that they get the union weary and in the process blackmail the union.
Seconds away. So I'm just going to say
before Nigerians to compel a kind of withdrawal from the process without government solving the problems.
Right. Now, going by what you have said now, obviously there was some kind of misinformation going on. And because I remember very well during that time, the news filtered in about, ASUU about to call off strike because this has been done, that has been done. They even announced some amount of money to be given. I mean, what's the update on the money to be specific? About 30 billion or so. Has that been released?
Well, before I answer that, I think there's something, some form of immaturity on the side of the representatives of government at this engagement.
Okay.
By every principle of negotiation, conflict resolution, when two parties are involved in a negotiation, one party is not expected to go to the public with any form of falsehood in trying to sway public opinion. At every of our engagement, the Ministry of Labor and Employment had always, in some cases, minutes after the meeting, would put out falsehood of agreement between the union, and that is just a mere blackmail. So, coming to the issue you raised about where we are with money,
right?
I think that what the government has said is also in the public domain. Government said that the much they can do is to give 20 billion for revitalization, which is an important element or component of our struggle.
Right.
That the much they can give is 20 billion. And if you think about 20 billion as an amount to public,
right.
If they were to share it equitably, each university would probably get about 200 million naira. And you ask yourself, comparing the rot in the system, how much difference will 200 million naira make in a university? So you see that government is merely scratching the surface. But then, if you want to be scientific about it, we ask the agreement government reached with us, which this same government has also entered into memorandum of understanding, memorandum of action with at two instances, is to release 220 billion naira every year. And because of the economic situation in the country, our union had stepped down to 50% of 220, which is 110 billion.
Okay.
Now, if you were to subject this to further analysis, while in the case of 20 billion, each student, assuming a university has up to 30 students in those universities, and 20 billion is given, it means that the government is only willing to budget 2,000 naira on behalf of each student in this country. Now, even at the minimum we have set, which is 110 billion, it means that if the public universities were to share that, the much any university can get is 2 billion naira. And if you were to translate that to budgeting per student in Nigerian university system,
Right.
that is simply about 30,000 naira on behalf of Nigerian students. So the question you want to ask yourself is 30,000 naira too much an amount for the federal government of Nigeria to budget on behalf of the youth they claim are the future of tomorrow? So when government throws in 20 billion and claims that, well, this is the much we can give, it looks as if government is giving the money to ASUU. This money is not coming to ASUU.
Okay.
This money is expected to revitalize the university system.
Okay.
And my worry for now is that if government sees what they are doing to muzzle the union back to work, then we may as well begin to say goodbye to public university system in this country, because many of our colleagues will begin to seek greener pastures outside this country. As you know, a PhD is a PhD anywhere in the world.
Right.
And as has happened in the medical field, many of our colleagues will begin to think about moving out. That will spell doom for this nation. That will mean that we will retard this nation. That will mean that the youth we claim to be preparing tomorrow for will be exterminated by the policies of government. And I don't think that's good enough for any country.
Right. In case you're just joining us, you're welcome. Austin Sado. Dr. Austin Sado is joining us all the way from Port Harcourt. He is the ASUU Chairman Uniport chapter. We're talking about ASUU and federal government on pass, over various issues. We've just spoken about the revitalization of the Nigerian universities. We'll come to the payment system in a moment, but I would like to hear your thought. If you are a student and you've been home for 7 months, I want to know how this has affected you. I really want to know where you stand on this one. You can go to our Facebook and YouTube pages because we're streaming live there right now. So you can see the studio. You can see my guest as well. Nigeria Info 99.3. That's right. Nigeria Info 99.3 is what you can search for on Facebook and YouTube. Let me know what you think about how this long battle between the federal government and ASUU can be resolved. I would really love to hear your thought. Or just send me your thought via Twitter at Nigeria Info FM with the hashtag Nigeria Info MCF. MCF stands for Morning Crossfire. So hashtag Nigeria Info MCF on Twitter if you're sending me your tweet this morning. Or if you're on WhatsApp, you can send in your thought via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. That is 0809 597 5805. Dr. Austin Sado, before I come to you, let's try and getting some thought from Lagos listening to us right now on how they think this can be resolved once and for all. It's been 7 months. That's a whole lot of days and weeks to stay out of school, and I don't even want to imagine the impact on the lecturers as yourself, because there's something that one derives from impacting knowledge, and I don't even want to go into that at all because it's psychological. It's very deep. Emmanuel is here, who is in transit. Emmanuel, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, quickly, I'll just like to have my own take on the whole federal government and ASUU back and forth.
Emmanuel, do something for me. Can you turn off your radio? Turn it off completely so we can hear you. We can't hear you right now.
Okay.
Yes, go on.
Is it better now?
Yes, it's better now.
Okay, so I attended the University of Lagos, and I got in the 2013. I studied law, and it would interest you to know that the year I got in, just as at the time we're about to resume, we were welcomed with about a 6-month strike. And it was quite strange to the most of us that came in through the UME entry scheme because, we're in high spirits and everything.
Yeah.
Through my years in Unilag,
yeah,
I witnessed three strikes.
Okay.
And at every point in time when, we had a pretty good relationship with our lecturers, for the most part, because they had scrapped the SUG. So lecturers and students had other ways to relate. It would also interest you to know that at the times when they would air out their frustration, we could relate, and we would gather ourselves in ways to sort of cushion the effect on them, just so they don't transfer the downsides on us when it comes to marking, how they conduct our tests, Little things like that.
Right.
This government hasn't gotten it right.
Mm.
And by this government, I mean government in general has not gotten it right on how to address the issues that are pertaining to these professionals.
Right.
They should treat them as professionals. These professors are asking for stipends, literally. They should treat them as professionals.
Thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel. Let's speak to Ayo, if we still have him here. Ayo, I see you here.
Yes, I am. I'm still here. Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for holding the line.
Yes. Please, I want to beg the ASUU executive online with you to understand with the federal government.
Okay.
Though we understand the present situation of the world as a result of the pandemic, but there's something we need to put in place. Students must go back to school, because if they are not back in school, there's no how our nation can be back on track.
Okay.
Majority of the youth you find on the streets today are people who are supposed to be in school, but they end up on the NSAS protest, and you know how many of them died as a result of that protest. We should all put this into consideration and consider the federal government. But one thing I want the ASUU to do for sure, which I will support, it should not be after today's meeting, they have settled all their salaries issue and they go back. If the salaries issue are settled and the school infrastructures are not settled, it's still running in the same circle.
So what do you want exactly? For them to suspend the strike, or for them to wait and try this out, trash this out once and for all?
Go back again.
Okay. All right.
That we won't go back there again. That is it.
Okay.
Infrastructure and their salary.
Yeah. Ayo, thank you. Let's speak with Lengboye. Lengboye is in Mushin. Hi, Lengboye. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
All right. On the national right there, I salute you, sir. Please, sir, can you kindly tell us the problem you have with the IPPIS?
We're coming there. That's where we're coming right now, Lengboye?
So I want to know, because as a layman in the country that we be, we believe that this thing will affect your salary. And some of your colleagues, according to what we had, that some are collecting more than what they do.
Okay.
We want you to put more light, to shed more light on that.
All right.
To know what exactly makes you not to agree with the IPPIS.
Okay.
Is it because government want to reduce your salary, or is going to affect what you are doing and you are collecting more for? So we just want you to tell us. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lengboye, for calling me. I appreciate it. Chukudi is here. Chukudi is in Ago. Hi, Chukudi. Good morning to you.
I said good morning.
Good morning to you.
You see, when they are talking 7 months, see, my daughter is in University of Benin.
Okay.
And they were to hold the Nuga game. She has been at home for 9 good months now. See, this government is very, very insensitive when it comes to education. But education is the backbone of any country to develop. I don't know what is going on in this country. I don't understand. Please, this government should be called to order so that we don't experience another NSAS. What would be more than NSAS problem? Please, Mr. Sheriff, use your good office and others to tell this government to do the right thing. God bless you.
Bless you too, Chikuri. I totally understand your plight, really, absolutely. I mean, that's why we're having this conversation right now, just so we can bring an end to this and find a logical solution to it. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. It's good to know that you are there. I'm going to go to WhatsApp to take some few thoughts off of WhatsApp while we process Chris's call this morning. Let's take one WhatsApp message very quickly. Why is ASUU saying that non-teaching staff cannot share of the 30 billion earned allowances released by government? Okundia is in Badagry and he put that across. Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Chris.
Good morning. Hello.
We're listening to you.
Yeah, please, concerning what you are talking about, this is my opinion concerning this ASUU and all.
Yes, please.
I just wanted.
Oh, Chris. Yeah. We lost Chris's call there. We're going to go on a break right now, a short break. It's going to be a short one, yeah? When we return from that break, I will be speaking with Dr. Austin Sadu, ASUU Uniport chairman, on the show, and we'll delve into the issue of IPPIS. Stay here on Nigeria. And keep your thoughts coming through on Facebook and YouTube. I can see the comments coming in. I'll take them in a moment, all right? Keep them coming in. Nigeria Info 99.3 is what you can watch us live on Facebook and YouTube. You can also send me your thought via Twitter at Nigeria Info FM.
Your deals plug here, and you can rest assured every single time you hear from us, we're bringing you the biggest and the best deals from all over the place. So trust me, you want to catch this. So real quick, do catch this. An American company in Lekki, Lagos is now recruiting for different departmental positions. They need individuals with great personality, strong positive attitude, and great communication skills to be their independent distribution managers for those that own a car and valid driver's license only. If you're ready to kickstart a career with them, call 0905-637-4258 or 0801-5705-0505. I could take that again, 0905-637-4258 or 081-5705-0505 to be scheduled for an interview. So, I'm out.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. A place where you can win without limits. A place where you get a 100% bonus to stake. A place where virtual is brought to reality. Even more. A place where you can bet online anytime, even while you're out of data. Register on actionbet.ng. ActionBet. Think bold. Take action. Win big.
Some call it Black Friday, Africans call it
Thomas, I warned you. This is a season of applied sense. The season of Konga Yakata. Before you buy anything this Black Friday season, check prices of genuine products on Konga.com.
Konga.com. Shop smart. Live well.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities? And how does Colgate protect my teeth from cavities? Does it use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Most tooth pains are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavities.
It's time to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Colgate is recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
In the information era, facts, events, and news are available at the click of a button. The information flow is enormous, which makes the financial markets unpredictable. As a trader, you need to have a strategy, and most importantly, you need a trustworthy partner that will simplify things for you. Hot Forex is serious about its responsibilities to you. With its origin dating back to 2010, we are a multi-regulated broker with over 2 million live accounts, wide global presence, more than 35 international awards, tight spreads, multiple assets, reliable fast execution, technological innovation, and multiple account types. The Hot Forex team is always ready to deliver trading services and free trading education that you can rely on every time. And this is not just a mission, it's a promise. Visit the Hot Forex Educational Centers at 3rd floor, Warala House, 90 Island Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos, or call 0908-517-6394 or visit www.hotforex.com. Hot Forex, for traders that want more.
Every day, someone stands a chance to be a winner.
Really?
Yes. 50,000 naira every week on Just a Minute Game Show. Just call in to any of our shows. The Morning Crossfire, What's Up Lagos, The Sunny Side, and Hard Facts. Answer as many questions as possible within 60 seconds, and we'll be giving out 50,000 naira every week. Yes! 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 Winners will be announced on Hard Facts with Sandra Ezekrisili. Just a Minute, the game show for everyone on your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hello? James, look, I'm on the expressway. My car just broke down. I don't even know what to do.
Sorry, you do not have sufficient credit to continue this call.
Oh, please, no.
Why not?
This is an important call.
Then you should have recharged.
I would, but I'm in a position where I can't.
Why not borrow some credit then?
Borrow credit? How?
With Glow Borrow Me Credit, you can borrow airtime and pay later. It's easy. Just dial *321# and follow the instructions.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Glow is always there for you when it matters most.
Sorry, James. As I was saying, my car just broke down now, and I have no help here.
Talk now, pay later with Glow Borrow Me Credit.
Glow Unlimited.
Welcome back to Dailies Today. Join the conversation no matter where you are. Download our mobile app by searching Nigeria Info FM on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Also, get news updates in sports, entertainment, news, and current affairs right on the app. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Now we're back on the Morning Crossfire.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's been 7 months since universities in Nigeria have been shut over disagreement between ASUU and the federal government. I mean, these things are not just recent. It's been ongoing for years. Successive government of the has had one encounter with ASUU leadership or another. We have Dr. Austin Sado, ASUU Unipol chairman, on the show today, and we're trying to bring perspective to the conversations that you're having already. All right, I'm SheriffQuadry. Welcome to the Morning Crossfire. You can watch live right now on Facebook and YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. That's right, Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook and YouTube. You can also send me your thought via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. That is 0809 597 5805. On WhatsApp, on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM, hashtag Nigeria Info MCF. That's Morning Crossfire, hashtag Nigeria Info MCF. I'm SheriffQuadry. Let's go on with the conversation this morning. You can send your thoughts in on our streaming platforms and let me know what you think about the conversation we're having today. Dr. Austin Sado, again, thank you for joining us on the show this morning.
My pleasure always to be with you.
Let's delve into the issue of IPPIS. What will be the problem with IPPIS, sir?
Well, IPPIS is actually not a problem.
Okay.
As far as we're concerned, the issue of IPPIS has been dealt with, and I think it's just it's the government intransigence that is making IPS an issue. Without going back to 2013, okay, at least we can start from January this year, when our leadership met with the president, and we had already we were asked by government when we objected to that. And please, I want to make this point clear.
Yes, please.
ASUU is not objecting to the deployment of IPPIS in the university just because it is not complementary. Or it is not suitable for the university system. Okay. The primary reason is that the Nigerian Universities Miscellaneous Provisions Act of 2003 completely makes it a violation for anybody to control the university in any matter whatsoever and howsoever, either by managing the personnel or managing the finances, because there are statutory organs in the law that have been set up to monitor and manage the university system. So primarily, number one, to accede or to accept the fact that we can enroll on IPPIS will be to lend ourselves to the government of Nigeria as to violating existing law. If the law of the land is bad, you will still obey it because the law of the land must be obeyed. And I need to add that it is the place of government to ensure that the laws of the land are obeyed, not to violate it. Now, the second point, of course, is that this is not compatible with the duties of practice in the university system, and we have made that observation.
How do you mean? How do you mean not compatible? What's special about the operations of the universities?
Yeah, there are a number of things. We have adjunct lectureship, we have a sabbatical, we have visiting professors and fellowship and all that. the civil service does not have this component.
Okay.
And so IPPIS, which operates in the civil service, cannot operate in the university. And as the matter, as clearly has been demonstrated,
right,
after the purported deployment of IPPIS on Nigerian campuses, we have seen the cries of those who are particularly not members of our union, even though a few of our colleagues have been roped. Everybody is crying because it's not working out. And so that not being compatible, we cannot accept that which is deployed in the university system. And so for that reason,
right,
government they gave us, they threw a challenge at us. And I think they underestimated Nigerian scholars. They believed we will never come up with an alternative. Having come up with the alternative, which by every indication is superior to what IPPIS can offer. I should have expected that government would have said, wow, we didn't believe you guys could do this. Having done this, could we even, further mobilize you to do something for the civil service that is better than IPPIS, and stop this argument of whether or not you deploy IPPIS on university campuses. The UTAS, as the president has said several times, he was on Sunrise this morning, he has said, have done 4 levels of presentation, and at all of those levels of presentation, IPPIS had been applauded, and it's been said that IPPIS is far better than, sorry, not IPPIS, UTAS.
Yeah.
UTAS is far better than IPPIS. And you're asking yourself, what is the interest of the Accountant General in forcing or insisting that IPPIS must be the platform?
You think there is an interest in all of this?
UTAS, yes, IPPIS. The Accountant General is the one driving this, insisting that lecturers must enlist on IPPIS, and we don't see any sense in that.
Did the government ever say at any point why UTAS cannot be used? Has there been any argument against UTAS?
No, government actually encouraged ASUU to provide an alternative when we said, look, this is not going to work in the university.
Yes.
Now, having done that, I think they are stunned. They are surprised that we came up with it. And all they are doing is just maybe what it could be termed to be gerrymandering in politics. What they are trying to do is just to delay us and, wind down the clock, get us weary, and of course, set us up in the public domain just discussing IPPIS, because IPPIS is settled. And you ask yourself, why is government not talking about the main issues that led to the strike?
Right.
Why are they focusing on IPPIS? So it's a cheap blackmail, and we are resolved that we will not accede to this. We will not succumb to that. And our members are very resolute on this, that enough of this level of deception that government has given to our union and by extension, Nigerians.
Before you go, Dr. Sado, I would like to make something, I would like for you to try and answer a question, which is, of course, what ASUU has said, that this strike will not come to an end unless, these issues are resolved. Are you prepared? Your members, ASUU, are you prepared to wait this out until your demands are met, or you're prepared to reach a compromise? Meet in the middle somewhere.
Well, we have given the minimum for our compromise. It's government that hasn't actually shifted. And since we have seen the insincerity of government, our members are prepared to wait out. By the way, if you have kept somebody, if you have seized somebody's salaries for 9 months and the person has survived, what you have done is simply help the person to acclimatize. We are acclimatized, and we think that having stayed this long period, in some cases 5 months or 9 months without salary, we now know that it's possible to wait out another 1 year. So if that's what government wants, so be. But that's not our interest. Our interest is to ensure that we go back to school. The passion with which some of us joined this profession was to ensure that we help in building. Many of us left higher paying jobs in the public sector to come to the university because of the passion to be part of the development of the youth. And we are still driven by that passion. Unfortunately, we have come to a point where you are dealing with a group of people that are not sincere, a government that has promised on 2 different occasions and given timelines to fulfill the agreement that signed with the union. And at each of those occasions, the government failed. We never do anything until you call out a strike. And I think we do not want to do this, so we don't call out a strike next year. It's better for us and for everybody, including Nigerians, to wait it out. As a matter of fact, those who argue and say, oh, students are suffering, many of us are actually in double jeopardy. Because I have children in Nigerian universities as well, and they are home. I wouldn't want them to be at home. Unfortunately, those who have held us down, whose knees are upon the neck of education in this nation, their children are all overseas studying, and people are not making that consideration. I made a tweet yesterday where I said, "Wow, this government is in a haste to control social media through legislation, but government is not by any means having the will to legislate appropriate funding for education, and by extension, that is the only thing you can give to the youth of this nation as you prepare them." As you prepare them to take over leadership, as you prepare them to drive the economy, and you ask yourself, what is the policy of government for the youth of this nation?
That's a very tough question to ask. Dr. Austin Sado, thank you so much for joining us on the Crossfire today.
My pleasure. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Dr. Austin Sado, ASUU Uniport chairman, joining us on the show this morning. The phone lines are open. I think we have the room to take, we have time to take 3 calls. Yeah. So let's make the calls very short and straight to the point, okay? Yeah, because we have some guests coming into the coming on the show at 8:45, so we're going to make this very short and straight to the point. I'm going to take Michael's call. Michael is joining us this morning from Amukoko. Michael, good morning to you.
This is Mike calling from Musafeja Amukoko.
Welcome.
Yeah, let us be appreciating ASUU. If ASUU have not been going on strike, our federal university would have gone for long. See, the truth of the matter is that this government is an insincere government. They know how to cheaply blackmail any people that are even coming to correct them.
Okay.
What are we saying? Going for 8 to 9 months, our children at home. Let us look how much are being budgeted for federal government hospital.
Okay.
For how much? It's almost billions of naira. How much are those senators collecting as their monthly salary? Going to 30 million naira. But just to settle the issue of this ASUU so that our children will go back to school.
Right.
They will never do it.
Thank you, Michael. Moses is here. Moses, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
What has been said about this issue, and many people don't really understand what is happening within our universities. It is the government.
Oh, Moses. I am so sorry, Moses. I'm going to have to let you go. Thank you for trying. Daniels on Facebook says, why will this government not make sacrifices on what will benefit the citizens? If the president was given $1 billion to fight insecurity, what is making this government so adamant and insensitive to make similar sacrifice to boost university education in Nigeria? It's a long one, so I'm just going to stop here. Thank you so much, Daniel, for your message. Buhari Hassan Mohammed says, it's really disheartening and grotesque at this age of development. We are still battling strike in our university. History will judge our leaders. We would never forget this nonchalant attitude. That's Buhari Hassan who sent that in on Facebook. Lagos, Nigeria. This is how far we'll be able to go on the conversation today. We have some guests coming into the studio in a moment. Stay here on Nigeria Info. We're not done yet. 99.3.
Join the conversation on the air and online. Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. Facebook Nigeria Info 99.3. And on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Depend on us for the best in talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, biggest.
Keeping you updated on latest news.
Somebody is saying they own the mint. So the government just go to the mint and print money and then everyone stand on the land. They share it.
Latest developments locally and internationally. From politics to business, sports, and so much more. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Conversations. I personally think Liverpool of last season that lost the title were better. That's my personal opinion.
Somebody who has the virus refused to isolate. That's even attempted murder, in my opinion, because you know how dangerous this virus is and you refuse to do the right thing. It should be a crime.
99.3. A young man like me, looking for what I'll fed myself, and police are collecting my money. It's evil. What the letter will say, I'm not doing Yahoo. I have a laundry shop.
Your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Only one station gives you great talk every day.
On the show yesterday, you spoke about the tariff hike, electricity tariff hike.
Yes.
I'm hearing news today that it's being postponed till next year.
City of Lagos, did I say it yesterday? I am a prophet.
Hear the news and tell us your views.
Congratulations once again to Liverpool. Despite the disastrous outing they had tonight.
Your number one station for talk.
The WHO give a guideline for organizations, yes, to implement, reduce the spread of coronavirus in your group, in your companies. Here in N Group, we've done
99.3 Nigeria Info. Talk.
99.3 Nigeria for a very lovely moment to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Now, let's talk something really interesting. Let's talk about Wakanao, traveling, whatever reason you want to travel, why you want to travel. Let's talk about that in a moment. By the way, I'm SheriffQuadry. Having my guest this morning, Benga Onitilo, the man.
Thanks for having me here.
Good to have you. Okay. Wakanao is running a month-long Black Friday campaign in November. November We Move, the biggest deal in travel. It is a full whole month during which customers can grab crazy travel deals every day, every week in November. These deals are across Wakanao's products, flight, hotels, visas, etc. In essence, every day in November is Black Friday on Wakanao. Benga, let's start this way, yeah? And it's quite interesting with this question I have here. What has Wakanao been up to? It's been a minute.
Great question. You know how the pandemic has brought about a disruption in the business place. One of the most affected industries is the aviation and travels.
Right.
Because the lockdown
hugely affected.
The lockdown actually limited capacities of airlines. The quarantine, non-alignment of quarantine issues globally. Different countries, when you talk about you have to present either PCR or not, the number of days is so it has disrupted the whole space. And that's what makes Wakanao unique in this space. You know, in a period of about that 6 months of lockdown, do you know who are actually, compared to other travel agencies, Wakanao was functioning. We are still running 24-hour service. So we are like an hybrid online travel agency. We are an hybrid.
Yeah.
You know, a typical travel agency is either you're a brick and mortar, run from your physical office, or you run fully online. But we have been able to create something that's the artists of Nigeria. So and we are trying business situation around us.
You are the head airline services and destination management worker now.
Yeah.
And from what you have said now, I would love to know, as a business, I would love to know how you coped during that pandemic. What were the things that were Wakanao, like you said, you were still running. What were the things that you were doing at that time? I mean, I'm just wondering.
So one of the key things that really helped us throughout that period, like I said, is our massive investment in technology. So we were still running 24 hours service because how we were able to ensure our product offerings, you could access them from anywhere in the world. So we were still running skeletal services. We had staff still working, some working from home, some working from the office. So we were still up and running. And we also, because of the technology we have, we still had access to be able to pull inventories from different suppliers we work with. Whether it has to do with the issue of visa, apartments, hotel. We found them. So we improved upon for efficiency and turnaround time, leveraging
Right.
our technology.
Right, indeed.
Yeah.
Now that things are returning to normal, what are you doing to support businesses and particularly your clients?
Wow, that's a good one. And because at this point is a time where businesses really have to diversify. And that's what we loved the disruption the pandemic created, because it has made us to reach deep into our core assets. Number one, our people, which are our core asset. And the funny thing is we retain the bulk of our people throughout this period. We retain the bulk of our people.
Now that's very strange.
And we are paying salaries consistently, even though we have to scale down on payments.
Yeah.
But still, just to shock you a bit, in compare our sales to this time last year.
Right.
We are at this moment we are like 60% of our sales, in spite of the limitations of flights.
Wow.
In parts of the pandemic. So Wakana is more than just a travel agency. We are a pace setter. Now, what things do we really have?
Yeah.
We have quite a lot. We have diversified into quite a lot of things. Just to tell you, for example, now we've diversified even to selling the COVID test solution.
Oh, really?
We've done some kind of integration into the service provider. You can actually run through our portal to get your PCR test done, get appointments speedily, generate your QR code.
Wow.
That's part of the things I've done. Now we have even moved in our flights. We are running crazy deals on flights right now. You can get flights as low as 170,000 for student fares.
Oh.
Yeah, subject to availability though. So there are days you have to find for students going back on holidays.
Yeah.
We even have couples fare right now.
Oh, really?
To Dubai, yeah.
Really?
For as low as about 493,000
for two people.
For two people,
Oh,
couples to
wow.
Dubai. We have a package also for families that two adults and a child. I think that one is about 750 something thousand. So we have quite a lot of deals that you really need to come to our website.
Yeah.
To look at the array of things that we have. Just to also put something on the table. You know,
Right.
it's a tough time where people are. The economic viability of people's pockets is also what Wakana has looked at.
Okay.
So we have a package called Pay Small Small. Yeah, Pay Small Small.
That's a thing. That's a
yeah, where you
possibility.
can actually tie down whatever you want to do with us by 25%, and you scale up the payment over a period of time before. So, which means
how do people get on board this?
yeah, all you need to do is go to our website www.wakana.com. You can make the inquiries through our call center.
Okay.
You can click their mail. You can send emails. So, but all the information, you can walk even through our travel centers. We have
Right.
over 37 travel centers spread across Nigeria major cities. We are the ones that had the greatest reach and network all over Nigeria.
Is there
So,
a deadline to all of this?
the November sales runs through the whole of November, but the
Okay.
Pay Small package is
Yeah.
a product that we have.
Okay.
So
it's
that
not going anywhere.
It's not going
there.
anywhere. It's there. So if you have anything you see that you want to buy, you can just lock it down with about 25% payment. Is yours. You have that deal. So you can now scale your payment based on the terms and conditions you have given. So
Now let's talk about the November sales.
Yeah.
Why November?
November. For us, I think it's one of the ways of rewarding back our loyal customers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody does Black November like 2-3 days. We decided to do a month because we know what Nigerians have experienced and faced in the past months, and it's our way of also saying we want to give back. It's our way of saying we want to help people subsidize.
Right.
No, look, for example, people have been so tensed up.
Very true.
And we think people need to go, part of healing, mental stability is for you to be able to have an escape to somewhere.
Right.
That's why for example, on an holiday desk, we have packages that we have created, not just for international now. You know, we have something we created for Abeokuta Ikogosi. People don't know most of these things exist. For as low as about 55,000, you can get a weekend getaway. You experience Abeokuta, you experience Ikogosi. We have quite a lot of resort, Omo resorts, Ekpe resort, like campaign. We have quite a lot of them. We're pocket friendly. I'm not just talking about ridiculous.
That you don't have to break the bank.
You don't have to break the
do.
bank.
Yeah.
And even right now, we're running anywhere in Nigeria. You can get a Dubai visa for 47,000 naira. Just let me know. Yeah, Dubai visa 47,000.
Is that a challenge?
It's a challenge.
Okay.
If anywhere you can get it, then we'll match it.
Okay. Okay. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
I like the sound, but that is what
That's
Wakana
what
is offering.
That's what Wakana is offering. Nobody can match that in this market as I speak today. If you get anybody that can match that, and I trust my CEO will do something better.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. But Gbenga, seriously though, yeah. I am all for good deals this period. I'm all for you trying to make life better for people because, like you mentioned earlier, a great escape is good for everybody this time around. I mean, the tension has been quite huge. But then there is something that I need us to focus more on, and that is internal tourism.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned a part of that.
Yes.
How can people know exactly the offers that you have for them, or they will have to call your centers first to know the offers they have for them in terms of internal tourism?
Okay.
Like people just want to stay in the country, but still have a getaway to somewhere else.
Yeah. We are on. If you go to the website right now, we have uploads of destinations that we've created.
Oh, beautiful.
You can go to our website. You
can they see pictures?
You can see pictures, images. You can get information. If you want to go further, you can send any email. But if you also need tailor-made packages within Nigeria, our people are also ready to offer.
What do you mean by tailor-made?
Tailor-made as in you might have a destination in mind in Nigeria that is not in our inventory that we have created. We will work it out for you to suit exactly what your travel plans and your expectations are.
Beautiful.
So we have created inventories. Yeah. We have customized. So it all depends. Our own is just to make sure we tailor everything to suit the experience, the budgets, and the pockets of the customer. Basically, that's what we do on our holiday desk.
We're going to come back to November promo that you're running right now. When does this start, this promo?
The promo is active. It's on at the moment.
Now.
It's run for the whole month. The whole month of we are running.
Is it every day or just Fridays?
It's every day. We are running the promo every day. So once you go on our website, there is always, but terms and conditions apply because different people are making bookings, making inquiries. So that's why we decided to go this far, put it out there in the face of the people, so that you can book early enough, so that you can get these deals. So it runs for the whole month.
Fantastic. Now, what I want to know about the future plans for Wakanao. What does the future hold for Wakanao?
Well, right now, one of the things Wakanao is doing right now is extending in the area of partnerships.
Okay.
Partnerships that will increase our revenue earning.
Okay.
And that will increase our footprints across Nigerian landscape, extends even beyond Nigeria, all across Africa. Our goal is to be the biggest, largest travel agency spread across Africa. So that's why we are moving partnerships into partnerships with airline. We're talking about direct partnerships now, where we are offering auxiliary services to airlines.
Wow.
We are looking at, for example, we have a partnership right now with Cars 45. And there's a promo that we have running right now that people are able, through a raffle draw, to win a car this November.
And that has been done in partnership with
Cars 45. We have several footprints with them that we have a co-location agenda that wherever you find a Wakana office, you have an implant of Cars 45. When you have Cars 45 somewhere, Wakana definitely is present there.
Right, fantastic, amazing. Now, we have talked about the website, but we've not really, mentioned the address of the website. Is Wakanao?
Okay, www.wakanao.com. Any information you need, whether you want to locate any of our travel center addresses, our call center, the contact email, our WhatsApp channel. You want to get details on all our product offering, like the Pay Small, the Dubai Visa, our holiday desk. You want to find out what the best fares that we have. All you need to go is www.wakanow.com.
Fantastic. Gbenga Onitilo, thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
Thank you for having me here.
There you go. Gbenga Onitilo is the head airline services and destination management and aviation and travel subject matter expert with over 15 years experience sitting as country manager for different foreign airlines with expertise in commercial aviation, startups, administration, business development, and alignment of business with overall company objectives. Gbenga Onitilo, again, thank you for coming around.
Thank you for having me, Sheriff.
Lagos, this is how far we're able to go this morning on the Morning Crossfire, where Mimo is here with Table Talk on the show this morning. I'll be back on your radio tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. In the meantime, stay here on Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.